Knuckleheads, GKM Gaming here with another LEGO Legacies Unboxed video for you. Today we're going to be taking a look at the final unit of the Imperials, Leigh Tierney, the superstar of the Tierney of Justice event. So Leigh is one of the most controversial characters in the game to date. Farming her involves completing the whole first chapter of the Brick Space event and trying to farm her from the 5 hard nodes they give you. But you only get three attempts on those hard nodes, and the refreshes are very expensive. To top it all off, to complete the Governor chapter, you need to unlock Leigh first. And every node in the Governor chapter, the star requirement goes up, capping off at 7. So to complete node 1, you need 3-star Leigh. To complete node 2, you need 4-star Leigh. To complete node 5, you need 7-star Leigh. It's going to be a long farm, and it's going to take a while before we're able to really get the Governor on a free-to-play route. But you know what? I'm not too upset about that, but I don't like that Leigh is going to be so difficult to farm. They made it so hard with those 3 attempts. It's really unfair. But let's see if she's worth it. So let's take a look at what she's got. Tags, we got Healer, Pirate, Imperial, Explorer. She's going to synergize well with the Elderwater Fortress. She's going to get a lot of bonuses from Non-Such and Tierney when they go below 50%, being able to get payback and also being able to get debuff immunity if Admiral Non-Such goes below 50%, which is going to be kind of bad for her actually now that I think about it. So hopefully she doesn't get that debuff immunity. But she's also going to get a lot of stuff from Valiant, like Dodgy and, payback and stuff like that, or prepared. So let's take a look at Leigh Tierney and see what she's got. Her basic, Father's Daughter, deals 100% damage to a target foe and has a 40% chance for Leigh to gain max health up for 2 turns. Max health up is going to increase her heal percentage, which is really, really good for healers because they're healing based on their health, so a percentage of their health is healing other people. So when she gets max health up, and on top of her probably already beefy health stats, that's going to really help out a lot. 20% bonus chance for each buff on the target. So if she attacks a target with a lot of buffs on them, so again, Imperial's going to be hard countering Castle and Ninjago, she gets an even higher chance. Honestly, if a target has 3 buffs, she has a 100% chance to get max health up, which a taunting Castle unit generally is going to have 3 buffs on them. So that's definitely going to be really helpful for her. Her special, very interesting heal here. It's called the Loot of Life, and it's the way that she heals is not your typical classic LEGO Legacies healer. She's not a single target healer like Bart. She's not a just AoE healer like Hiker. She has a very interesting way, so we're going to kind of jump around and talk about her heal right now. So she selects a target hero, clears any debuffs from that hero, and inflicts them on herself, and then grants them 3 stacks of heal over time. So 3 stacks of heal over time alone is pretty nice. She's clearing them of debuffs, and she's taking them on herself. Hold on, I know it sounds bad, but don't worry about it. If this ability targets herself, she heals for 10% of her max health instead, 25% heal if she has any debuffs. Then those debuffs are cleared. So if she heals herself, she gets 10% back. If she has debuffs, she gets 35% of her health back, plus she clears them from herself. It's not bad, right? Let's jump over to her passive and see how this really taking debuffs thing is going to synergize with her. So when Leigh has 5 or more debuffs, she clears all debuffs from herself and heals all heroes for 20% of her max health. So as soon as she gets 5 debuffs on her, she basically does an AoE heal. Imperial attackers that have no debuffs, so Governor Tierney and Private Le Terrible, have a 100% chance to do a bonus attack against the foe with the most debuffs for 50%. At first I thought that this bonus attack only procced when she did this heal, so I'm still under the assumption that it's only going to proc when she does this heal. So when she heals, now if LaCoy, who, as we talked about earlier in the week, LaCoy, you can do some damage on his basic, especially with the other Imperials there. LaCoy and her father, who's reducing time bombs, get free attacks, 100% chance to get a bonus attack for 50% damage. So it's really going to work well with her father because it just gives him more and more bonus attacks, and his bonus attacks are great because they're going to reduce the amount of time on those time bombs and just blow people out of the water. I think this is going to be a really powerful combo, the Tierneys with the time bombs, and I just think Imperials are going to be a really powerful team. Her heal is a little strange. It's definitely not conventional, and you're going to have to be smart the way you're using it, but I think it could work out pretty well. It's going to work really well against Buccaneers, because there is some synergy against Buccaneers. I think Buccaneers just are going to be able to take down Imperials pretty easily, but they do have some things that kind of counter them a little bit. And this is one of them, because she's going to be able to take people's debuffs away from them and use them to heal. So it's going to be a nice back and forth between Buccaneers and Imperials. I just don't think Imperials are going to overtake Buccaneers. Like, if it's Buccaneers versus Imperials, I think I'm going to give it to Buccaneers. But I think Imperials versus Ninjago, Imperials versus Castle, I'm leaning towards Imperials. I think it's going to be an Imperial Buccaneer meta for a while, with Ninjago mixed in there as soon as the Master Ru event comes in. Her Fair and Just special deals 110% damage, so good to nice little, beefier attack, and inflicts max health down 2 for 3 turns. Basically, on top of dealing 110% damage, they lose 30% of their health for 3 turns. So we talked about how Governor Tierney is great against an Ninjago team. You want to start by focusing down Lloyd, or start by hitting Wu right out the gates, putting those time bombs on him. This is pretty good, especially if you're focusing down Lloyd. It just helps melt down characters like Lloyd much, much quicker. We don't have any real stats on her yet, which is disappointing. We have her speed. So her speed's 98. She's not that fast, but she is only a healer. I wish I knew her health. Her health is the stat I am the most interested in, but it is what it is. I'm pretty happy with Leigh. I'm pretty happy with the Imperial in general. I think it's going to be a really cool squad. I think if you haven't invested in Pirates yet, and you're starting fresh, and maybe you only have Redbeard and a little bit of Argenta and whatever, maybe think about going with Imperials. I wouldn't build the Koi, unless you really want to go with that all-Imperial thing, although I do think he's kind of a hidden gem in the Imperials. I think he can be a little bit of a wild card for you, because people aren't going to target him. But I'd run Imperials with Redbeard. I'd run Imperials, period. I think they're a good team. I think if you have a chance to build them coming up right now, you have a chance to get a lot of tokens for a lot of them, take it. Please let me know if you're planning on building Imperials. I'm going to take one more video look at the set in the next one. Please remember to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding that little bell for some notifications, and as always, remember to knuckle up.
She blocked me on Instagram, Snapchat, I don't give a damn about that. I can see your face, still feel the same. I don't feel the need to forget your name, so